Good morning students. Let us continue second chapter energy, and today's topic is nuclear energy. So nuclear energy is the energy present in the core or nucleus of an atom. Since atoms are tiny particles and they have nucleus or core in between, in the center, and enormous energy is present in the bonds that hold the nucleus together, and this is called nuclear energy. And this nuclear energy is released when those bonds are broken, and which can be broken through nuclear fission, and this released energy can be used to produce electricity. Now let us see the mechanism of nuclear fission. Here uranium-238 or uranium-235 is used as a nuclear fuel. Now as you can see on your screen that there is a bombardment of neutron when neutrons they strike on the uranium-235, and this uranium-235 is split into two lighter elements along with the release of huge amount of energy in the form of heat and radiation. During nuclear fission, more and more neutrons are also released. They also they strike on the different uranium atoms present in the reaction. So this reaction, nuclear fission, is also known as nuclear chain reaction, and this reaction is controlled in nuclear power reactors to produce desired amount of heat, and further this heat is converted into steam, then steam is utilized as electricity. Another reaction, the second reaction, is nuclear fusion reaction. Normally nuclear energy can also be released in nuclear fusion, where atoms are combined or fused together to form a larger atom. Fusion is the source of energy in the sun and stars. As you can see that huge amount of energy is released during the fusion. Example is when two isotopes of hydrogen are fused together and they form helium. So this is the source of energy in sun and stars. Now developing technology to harness nuclear fusion as a source of energy for heat and electricity generation is the subject of ongoing research. Basically we use nuclear fission for producing nuclear energy. Here you can see the differences between nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. The basic difference between these two: in nuclear fission, heavy nucleus breaks up to form two lighter nuclei. On the other hand, nuclear fusion, two lighter nuclei combine to form heavy nucleus. Nuclear fission is a chain reaction, whereas nuclear fusion chain reaction is not involved. As you can see, the third point, there is a heavy nucleus is bombarded with the neutrons. In nuclear fusion, light nuclei are heated to an extremely high temperature. So basically these are the differences between nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. Now let us take a look at the advantages of nuclear fission. The most important advantage that there is a low release of greenhouse gases. You must be knowing about the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and there is no release of poisonous or toxic gases, and therefore no air pollution. Nuclear fission, there is a low requirement, that is low fuel offers more energy, low cost. The cost of generating electricity from nuclear fission is lower than the cost of generating electricity from fossil fuels. Continuous production of electrical energy in the case of nuclear energy, and this nuclear energy or the nuclear fission is good alternative to fossil fuel. Let us see the disadvantages associated with nuclear fission. Waste produced during the release of nuclear energy is radioactive, and safe disposal is very difficult and expensive. Nuclear plants have limited life. Since nuclear reactors, they have limited lifespan, the investment for the construction of nuclear plant is very high. Thus, it is costly. Irresponsible decisions and negligence may result in worse disasters. Common example is the nuclear bomb or other type of threats. In our next video, we'll discuss the safety issues associated with the nuclear energy along with 2 case study of Chernobyl nuclear disaster and Fukushima nuclear disaster.